Hello there and welcome back to Castille. Last time we were messing about with the thought of declaring war on France, and I'm really tempted to go for it, really, because as of now there really isn't any reason for me not to attack them, and potentially I could also try to drag in England into this, because I'm pretty sure I will get an alliance with them if I want to, but they definitely are currently in a position where they have a peace treaty with said France, so it won't actually help. But at least I'll get the military access. That will help. And also, as you can see, the Aragonese 14,000 men. I'm pretty sure the Portuguese have more than this, but they've hidden it somewhere. But even so, as I said, war against the French is most likely something that we'll be trying to pull off now. So that'll be a very interesting to see if we can actually pull off some gains from this. Potential gains then I think we'll be trying to go for something up here. Might even go for Gascon. Simply take one of these, release Guyenne, and then feed them the remainder of the provinces even. So as I said, there's a lot of potential things to do, but I can potentially also just force them to release their hold on Foix here. And that should be enough to actually allow me to vassalize them, and then I can release Guyenne through them again, and that should be a better way of doing it. Same with Armagnac. So I might even just go for having them release these two vassals, then do vassalization myself. I'll have to see, but it's very tempting to take just one of these and release Guyenne, and then use them as a way to grow. But as I said, we'll be declaring war on France, and we'll see how that goes. It'll probably be rather interesting, that I can almost guarantee, but hopefully we can get what we want here and not screw up too much. So I'll show you the interesting battles and we'll see how it goes. And before I forget it, I have a tendency to always forget to call in my allies. So there it's done. And with this, we now have a very big superiority, I guess, in numbers, and that should be enough to secure a victory in this war. And if not, then that could potentially put us in kind of trouble. But I'm confident that we will be able to pull this off, and by pulling this off, we'll be getting a rather good, or putting ourselves in this case in a rather good position. So. We'll see how that turns out, but for now this will be a very big battle, it seems. But as you can see, I have my buddies to help me out, so it shouldn't actually be anything to worry about. And I'm pretty much certain that we won this battle or war, so I'll simply split these guys up into sieging units, and hopefully we can get what we came for, more or less, or hopefully, it seems. So you guys can just stay there. And it might look like I've gone sieging units a little bit too soon, but hopefully we can, as I said, get what we want, and I'm pretty sure that we'll win. We actually lost that battle and we lost all our troops, but apparently they do not. Surprise. But yeah, I'll simply I think I'll just stick here, siege 1 or 2 provinces, and then we'll see how it goes. I have no idea how many men I actually lost. 6,000, so I have to recreate them. And we'll simply do that straight away, I think. And we'll build another one just for good measure. So there we go, armies build up, and we'll go ahead and do some sieging. So apparently, as it stands now, Burgundy actually white-pieced out with the Frenchies, and that is kind of a bad thing. You might possibly imagine why. As it stands on men, they have 9,000, we have 20,000 something, but even so, we are in kind of a very bad situation, both of us. So I'm pretty sure that if I actually want them to do this, they'll do it for me. Armagnac, however, that's a little bit too much. But as long as I can just get Foix and then peacefully, or should I say it, peacefully vassal annex to some extent, that should be enough actually to get what I want here. So what we'll be doing is send one diplomat. Well, apparently it was a war, aggressive expansion, border friction. So we'll be sending one guy here to get to know them better, and we'll be hoping to vassalize them. But as you can see, we do have a very harsh trouble. We're missing 20,000 men from our armies. We're gaining 247 a month. So military-wise, we are in a very bad spot. So we'll have to try and rectify that. But otherwise, I can't really complain too much. We are doing, well, not really well, but we are at least doing well. So I can't complain on that score at least. So we'll be aiming now to get Foix as a vassal, peacefully. And we'll also be aiming to get the 400 points we need to start, well, to start the... well, I hate the fact that it doesn't actually tell you, at least it doesn't like me, once I'm actually at war. Or sometimes it probably might just be that I click them away, but that doesn't matter. As I was saying, we'll soon be starting to well, we could colonize down the coast here, we probably will. But that wasn't actually what I was trying to say. We'll soon be starting our, well, exploration, and we'll see if we can find the new world. So just a couple more months, then we'll be having the diplomatic power we need. So let's get ready. Where are my fleet? There you are. I'll be borrowing these heavy ships, I guess, and I'll be using them for the purpose of well, hiring a... Let's see here, I need to kick you, and I need to hire... I've actually never done this before, so I have no idea where I can actually hire a... There you go, conquistador. And he actually was quite... No, my bad. Screw me. I need 50 more diplomatic power to get myself an explorer. So, until then. As you can see, folks have accepted the vassalization, and that is good. Now I simply need to wait a decade, and then I can annex them. And that should be enough to actually, well, allow me to start getting back at France and start causing them some trouble. This will be a little bit funny with the Provençal nationalists. They'll probably break out from the Papal State here. That is kind of a funny little side note. When it comes to exploration, it's actually going rather slowly. I managed to buy a admiral rather than a explorer first time out, so I screwed up there. And other than that, not really that much going on. So I'll be trying to find. We'll probably start some colonization. Need to fetch. To some extent, some troops simply to have as a standing army in the area, and I think I'll actually go for all standing armies on the colonies in this case. And I think I'll actually go for simply using mercenaries. I think that is the easiest way to do this. So we'll see how that turns out. But for now, not really that much going on, and hopefully I can keep on growing. So we'll see how it turns out. So we have two positive things happening here. One's discovery of the New World. On October 12th, 1492, after 34 days out of sight of land, Christopher Columbus and his crew set foot on an island in the Bahamas, which Columbus named San Salvador. They had discovered a new world. Now so have we. And also the Iberian wedding. Ferdinand II, King of Aragon, was married to the Princess Isabella of Castille in Valladolid in October 1469. This was a marriage of political opportunism, not romance. The court of Aragon had dreamed of a return to Castile, and Isabella needed help to gain succession to the throne. The marriage initiated a dark and troubled life in which Ferdinand fought on the Castilian Aragonese front in order to impose his authority over the noble oligarchies, shifting his basis of support from one kingdom to the other according to the intensity of the danger. Despite the political nature of the union, he loved Isabella sincerely. Many consider Ferdinand the savior of his kingdoms, a bringer of unity. Others despised him for having oppressed them. Machiavelli attributed to him objective qualities of the Renaissance prince. So let's see here. There are a couple of things I can do. As you can see, Castile forms a personal union with Aragon under Juan II de Trastamara. Castile and Aragon, well, basically boost our opinion of each other, but Portugal will not like this. Austria and Urbino, of all things, will not like this either. So, yes, we'll bind it. And as you can see, I get two unions for the price of one. Aragon and Naples. So, that is a very positive thing. Probably a little bit annoying with Naples, but I can't really complain. And, yes. Negatives or positives, Aragon has a lot of claims in this area, or they have been fabricating wildly, and I can use that to my advantage should I ever get into war with Genoa, for example. Basically I'll be using this most likely to grow my lands, but as you can see, Castile is now encompassing Aragon and Naples as well. So we have a lot of land, and Foix will most likely be integrated as soon as possible, because as you can see, this brought me even further above my limits. So hopefully I can now pull this off some way or another. Portugal will still be pretty, or feel, well, positives. Well, at least have positive relations for a while further, and we'll also be trying to keep ourselves on a positive relations with England here. So we'll be continuing. This province will probably take a while to settle, but at least I'm getting somewhere with my explorations over here. And also apparently I can go for another level of military tax, which gives standardized pikes. Combat width increased by 2, along with infantry shock plus 0.15. Men-at-arms and longbow, so I can also upgrade my units. And I should potentially do that before the battle, not afterwards. So we'll go ahead and upgrade to longbow, I think. So I'll just allow them to regain morale, and then we'll be starting the battle. We'll see how it goes. Apparently I became papal controller for some weird reason. I believe I have 2 perhaps. Take a quick look. Yeah, I actually have 2 guys, and that was enough to actually give me the papal controller. Stability cost modifier -5%, diplomat +1, yearly prestige plus 0.25, advisor, a lot of good things, so I can't complain about that. But the best positive thing in this case is probably the fact now that I can have 2 leaders, which means I could potentially hire another explorer, but I think I'll just stick with how it is now. So we'll see how much we can discover before we can start colonizing. I'll probably have to try and, yeah, I should probably colonize that island ASAP, more or less. So we'll see how that turns out. But for now, what are we waiting for? This one, colonial range. That one would be great. So yeah, we'll be seeing. I'm a little bit unsure what I'll take next. Probably actually expansion, because of the fact that it'll boost my colonies a little bit, but not really that much. So we'll have to see if there's something else here that I can use to boost the colonists. So we'll see how it goes. As you can see, I just got the "Isn't This the Way to India" achievement, which is one of those I expected to get, and that is basically because I discovered these islands over here. So that is enough actually to have that achievement trigger as Castille. So already in the second episode we've gotten very much done. We have fired the Iberian wedding. We have discovered the Americas, and all that remains really now is to get a stable economy so that I can actually start colonizing a little bit more, well, harshly I guess, but we'll see how that turns out. Apparently the Aragonese dealt with my rebels for me, so that's good. But yeah, as I was saying, we'll most likely be trying to colonize Africa, trying to colonize the New World, and trying to get everything done before anyone else actually starts messing up my plans. So with that in mind, we'll simply keep on going, and we'll see how it all turns out, really. But yeah, there's really not that much that I'm planning to do right now. I'm just more or less thinking what I want to do, and then we'll see. So yeah, I'll be trying to find some new land here, and then once I actually know what I want to do, then I'll get back to you. Got the admin tech 5, which gives me I can now build temple and constables, which are actually quite good, because those buildings, this is actually quite a funny thing. Those buildings actually help when it comes to trying to vassalize other people, because it helps to your base tax. They boost it, both of them. And if you build them everywhere, you can basically vassalize bigger countries, thanks to the fact that you get artificially higher base tax thanks to them. So that is one way of doing that. Wow, I really am in luck right now. That was a very bad timing for that. But yeah, as you can see, what I will be doing here is trying to get this one done. Because once this is done, I'll be able to try and get, or I will be getting some very, well, I'll be able to start colonizing over here. So that is basically the goal behind taking that. And also right now I'm currently just, how can I put it, I'm just changing between my explorers, because that allows me to have them going out the entire time. And the reason why I have them at that island is because that is a full colony, and as far as I know, that allows them to fix the ships faster. So they're mostly at 100% once my guys get back. So we'll go ahead, formalize scales, weights, and measurements. And we'll most likely go ahead and also boost my stability back up to +3 once I have enough admin points. So yeah, not really that much going on. I'm still saving up points here, as you can see. It'll actually take a while since I'm 2 points over, and with my shit here it'll actually take quite a bit longer too. So no, we'll take that extra base tax. As I said, that is actually quite important, the base tax. So as far or as much as possible, I will be taking that extra base tax over anything else. And as you can see, we now found the Aztecs, and there is one way I can actually start colonizing in the New World here, and that is if I befriend the Aztecs or anyone else, and then basically get the fleet basing rights. Because if I get the fleet basing rights, I can then use their colonial range, and that is, well, I'd say a very good thing to do. I think I'll actually stick with not having a admin guy for now, but as you can see here, I'm getting some inflation due to my my gold mine. Toledo is a gold mine, among others, so that is currently one of those that are giving me, well, inflation more or less. And also on that score, I can still not actually convert these because, well, I do not have the missionary strength yet. So while that is going on, as you can see here, form diplomatically. All I need is admin tech 10 now to actually form Spain. So that is not too bad. But yeah, I'll probably, I'm a little bit unsure. These guys have Catalan, I have Castilian. But yeah, it should work out just fine. So even though I've been blabbering a lot without no real reason, we have mostly mapped the entire, well, this area here. What can I call it? Eastern Southern America have been mostly mapped. And all in all, I'd say we've been doing some good progress. So we won a war against France, we have gotten the Iberian wedding, we have basically set ourselves up pretty damn good. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.